There's another guy down here. saw the light on the GoPro. He saw the light on the GoPro. It's literally just heartbreaking. He saw the light on the GoPro. I had him dead to rights. I just wouldn't have the GoPro on. He saw the light on the GoPro. He putted, and I think he's like 50, 55. I just shouldn't even have shot at him. That's stupid. I'm an idiot. Absolute idiot. That's what I get for trying to film, I guess. And we'll, I don't even know what to say. I'm just very frustrated at myself. It's 2 days in a row I've messed up. That was easy. He was coming right in, and I think he finally just got close enough where he saw this little light on the GoPro. God. I mean, come on, dude. I cannot even explain how frustrated I am right now. I don't have anything else to say. There's a couple more goblin over here. I guess we'll try and get after them. I should just move up to begin. It doesn't even matter now. I try and film in a way that's not going to cost me an opportunity, and that just cost me an opportunity. For sure. The GoPro died literally as soon as I shot, I think. After missing that one and boogering it up with the GoPro light trying to self-film, I just said screw it. I'd rather have the opportunity than call them in like that and just mess it up. But that was the ones I heard on the opposite side of the valley this morning. So I decided to come and give them a try after messing that one up on the other side. So hiked about, I don't know, a mile over here and never heard them. I went to exactly where they were, and it just turns out that I went down the ridge this way and they went down the ridge that way. So I worked that way about a quarter mile calling. Owl hooted, never heard anything, and then came up here to where I originally called. Owl hooted, and they were right there. If I would have kept walking another 5 or 10 yards, I would have messed everything up and blown them out. But I think that was 4 or 5 Longbeards. I mean, absolutely gobbling their heads off here on top of me. I'm just really, oh, it's just kind of bittersweet. Like, yeah, I'm really happy I got one, but I've still got a sour taste in my mouth about missing that one. Or not missing it, but taking a shot in general. I just shouldn't have taken a shot, but I came up here and made up for it. Called those in, and I should have actually killed one of these things yesterday, because this other guy that was hunting down here, he came in on me. So I decided to try and have a big brain strategy and go up one of these fingers down the valley, and then up to the second ridge, or the next ridge over, where they were gobbling from, or what I thought they were gobbling from. So of course, when I got over there and called, they gobbled exactly where I was sitting. So it's just how it goes sometimes. Turkey hunting's really frustrating, but it's really rewarding when you put in the miles, and you're not just hunting, you know, some private land farm turkey that flies down in the field every morning and, you know, is real predictable. These things, they move so much. So really, really crazy. I wish I would have had the GoPro on my head, but I just did not want to risk it. So I'm sure this video is not going to be the greatest footage in the world, but I was trying to go super lightweight after doing 6 miles yesterday and carrying the tripod and the main camera and all that around. It just got to be too much. So he flew off, or not flew off, he fell off this little ditch over here and landed in the creek bottom. So let's go get him. He was standing right here, you can see the feathers. And he rolled right on down off of this. Left my gun here so I knew where he fell off. First time one's died on a spot like this, I can tell you that. And he's right there. Oh, that's probably about 30-40 foot bluff. Probably fell 80 feet total from where I shot him. They were, when I owl hooted, they were right in here. I was literally just about to crest over this right here, then go down and pop back up. And I'm glad I owl hooted, because they were literally right here. So let's climb down there and pick this thing up, take a look at him, and try not to fall and break our ankles while we go down there. Put the sling on this gun, and I guess we'll climb down here and get him. So he rolled down here, and we shot him at the top up there. So that's turkey hunting in the mountains for you. When they fall 100 feet off a cliff into a creek, and you can't even get good pictures of them because they're soaking wet and disgusting looking. So the wet turkey might be the ugliest thing in the world, which is a shame because they're so majestic when they're dry, but it's definitely the longest and sharpest spurred turkey I think I've shot. Came down here in this drainage where he fell down, came up on this log to get a picture with him. So he's definitely not going to be a looker by any means, but I'm definitely proud of him, to say the least. He's obviously a little bit damp, but I'm very relieved. This morning was a bit chaotic. Ended up driving around yesterday. I actually found a bird that I thought I could get to, because I had hunted this area yesterday, and I just had, you know, didn't hear anything. Heard one right off the roost. Pretty much called him in, but I tried to circle around him. Had another guy come in on me and just kind of messed everything up. Ended up hunting until quitting time at noon, and I don't know, I think I walked 5 or 6 miles yesterday. So walked all the way down to the edge of this until it ran into private, and never heard anything. So just kind of scratching my head, and I didn't really want to come back to this area this morning. So I went and found another bird, and it turns out I pulled in at 4:30 and there was already a truck at the parking spot. So that's just how it goes here on public. It's just whoever's there first, let them have it. You know, go to plan B, plan C. Don't move in on somebody like that. If they beat you there, it's their spot. So anyways, came back to this spot, listened, and ended up having one literally right behind me. Called him in off the roost. I mean, by far the best vocalizations I've ever heard. I could hear and feel him drumming. I've never had that happen, where I could just like feel it reverberating. And he got to about 50, 60 yards or something like that. And I'm like 99.9% sure, because I had a really good spot hidden. Like I was hidden really well. The GoPro has a screen on the front, and there's a little red light that blinks as well right above it. And typically after a while, sometimes that'll turn off, and I'm not too terribly worried about it busting me. But since it was so early and it was still kind of dark in there, he got to about 50, 55, 60 yards. And I'm like 99.9% sure that the GoPro gave me away, because he was coming, I mean, full strut perfectly. I mean, coming right to me, and I messed it up. I shouldn't even have shot at him. It was too far. I'm shooting, you know, a 12 gauge with 3.5 inch Longbeard XRs that I've patterned. Like I know I can kill him at 50, 55 if I had to, and that's kind of where I thought he was. So he putted, walked over there in this little opening. I put the red dot right on him and touched it off, and I could see him take off running. I assumed that I hadn't hit him, you know, just trying to do my due diligence there and run over there after him in case I need to shoot him again. And never saw anything, never saw any feathers, nothing. So came back across the valley on this side, and actually I heard that bird fire off over there. So thankfully I didn't wound him. You know, he's totally fine. He's over there gobbling, and I was actually about to go back over there after him, but these guys sounded off close by. So anyways, I'm gonna get to hiking out here. I got about a mile to carry this wet joker out, and yeah, thanks for watching. I know the footage wasn't perfect by any means. It's you know, it's tough self-filming, especially when you're hunting how I'm hunting. It's a lot of walking, a lot of impromptu setups if one gobble's close by, and kind of expected to hunt all day today again to do another 5 or 6 miles. So I just didn't feel like carrying the main camera and the tripod, so I ditched it. And of course, that's when it happens. So, and away we go. Weird series of events this morning. Went from walking right to one, getting busted, taking a stupid shot, to giving it a mile, about an hour, and running into 4 or 5 Longbeards over here on the other side of the valley. So worked out pretty good. Go ahead and hike out now, and let's skedaddle out of here for a cup of coffee. It's really tough hunting national forest. It seems like these birds are really isolated. You know, just little pockets of them. It's not like you can just keep walking and run into them. It seems like they're really focused around specific little areas, which makes it tough. So hardest part's just finding them and sticking with them. This terrain's always a good time, and definitely my favorite way to hunt them. It's kind of boring. You just sit a field and pop decoys out and they just walk right to you. It's not how I like to hunt them. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's just not my thing. I like getting in the sticks with them and chasing them down. Makes it a little bit more difficult, but man, it's so much more rewarding when it actually pays off. So I'm gonna hike out here, get a cup of coffee, get a hot shower, and enjoy the rest of the day. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I know the footage wasn't crazy, but sometimes you just gotta hunt and forget about filming. So, all right, see y'all. I had him dead to rights. I just wouldn't have the GoPro on. He saw the light on the GoPro. An idiot. Absolute idiot. It's definitely the longest, sharpest spurred turkey I think I've shot. Alright, that was a lot of fun. Always a treat to, you know, dive into a chunk of national forest like this. You know, bird populations are pretty low in Virginia, so, you know, do some habitat projects, don't shoot hens, you know, let the jakes go another year, that kind of thing. And, you know, hopefully we'll have these birds around for quite a while. So, all right, see y'all.